Let's move on to my first trend now. I mentioned Kenneth Farrow there as being a potentially big target this week. Melvin Gordon seems like he'll be out for the San Diego Chargers. And Kenneth Farrow, just 6,000. He played a ton of snaps last week, 6 targets. He had some carries as well. He's going to be a really good target if Melvin Gordon does wind up sitting, because the Chargers are at home against Oakland, who has struggled against the rush this year. But I want to try to find $300 so I can pay up for a little dude named LeGarrette Blount. And here's the reasoning for that, which is my first trend. It's the discrepancy between the Broncos against the pass and against the rush this year. Now, we know that LeGarrette Blount is so good in games where the Patriots are heavy favorites, they can just run the football, but we also know that Bill Belichick loves to attack the opposing team's biggest weakness. And with the Broncos, it's not a secret what that weakness is. They are first against the pass by a wide margin this year, and they're 29th against the rush, according to numberFire's metrics, and they are 30th from week 8 on, so it's not like this is just some sort of anomaly. It's been throughout the entire season. They've allowed their opponents to rush for at least 140 yards on 6 separate occasions this year, and they have an 8-5 record, so you wouldn't assume that they would allow so much rushing volume despite being a really good team, and that just kind of shows how much they've struggled so far this year when teams have gotten volume. Blunt, always kind of cautious with him. We've talked about him before when he was facing the 49ers especially, but he does have at least 11 carries in every game this year, and he has averaged 17.8 carries per game when Tom Brady has been the quarterback. So even when they've gone to a more pass-heavy attack, Blunt's still getting volume. Both teams are in the top 7 in situation-neutral pace, according to Football Outsiders, which means this game could feature a lot of plays. The over-under is only 43.5, so it's not overly alluring there, but I like this a lot from a tournament perspective, given the upside we know Blount has, Belichick's tendencies. I think I'm going to find myself putting LeGarrette Blount on a lot of my tournament rosters despite his really awful snap rates. Brandon, what are your thoughts on LeGarrette Blount, given the concerns that he has, but also given this matchup?